So I understand, after yesterday's session that I didn't share the screen and the audios were not recorded. Apologies for that. And let me make sure that we are getting the audio today, and we will start
One
it.
of thee desireth, an income that continueth to come whether thou work or travel. Great income I have acquired, so great that I am called a very rich man. My loans to Agar were my first training in profitable investment. Gaining wisdom from this experience, I extended my loans and investments as my capital increased. From a few sources at first, from many sources later, flowed into my purse a golden stream of wealth available for such wise uses as I should decide. Behold, from my humble earnings, I had begotten a horde of golden slaves, each laboring and earning more gold. As they labored for me, so their children also labored, and their children's children, until great was the income from their combined efforts. Gold increaseth rapidly when making reasonable earnings, as thou wilt see from the following. A farmer, when his first son was born, took 10 pieces of silver,
So we
was
covered
experienced in
this,
handling money for profit.
the power of
Such
compounding
advice is
compounding effect, what he mentions about. So we discussed about that yesterday. So just skip it because it has gone back a bit in today's session. So we'll go through it real quick.
freely given for the asking, and may readily possess a value equal in gold to the sum thou considerest investing. In truth, such is its actual value if it save thee from loss. This, then, is the fourth cure for a lean purse, and of great importance if it prevent thy purse from being emptied once it has become well filled. Guard thy treasure from loss by investing only where thy principal is safe, where it may be reclaimed if desirable, and where thou wilt not fail to collect a fair rental. Consult with wise men. Secure the advice of those experienced in the profitable handling of gold. Let their wisdom protect thy treasure from unsafe investments.
I think we discussed about this as well, that make sure that you seek the advice from the people who are experienced in the field.
May be purchased at sums most reasonable. Also, I say to you, my students, that the money lenders gladly consider the desires of men who seek homes and land for their families. Readily may thou borrow to pay the brickmaker and the builder for such commendable purposes, if thou can show a reasonable portion of the necessary sum which thou thyself hast provided for the purpose. Then when the house be built, thou canst pay the money lender with the same regularity as thou didst pay the landlord, because each payment will reduce thy indebtedness to the money lender. A few years will satisfy his loan. Then will thy heart be glad, because thou wilt own in thy own right a valuable property, and thy only cost will be the king's taxes. Also wilt thy good wife go more often to the river to wash thy...
So this is about the investment in property, and you can get a loan. Happily someone can lend you the money. That's about the housing loan, or the mortgage. What we in modern days we talk about. That's, he says that you should own your own home.
and or any partnership to operate. It must be as stable as the king's throne. Someday do I feel that such a plan shall come to pass, and be a great blessing to many men, because even the first small payment will make available a snug fortune for the family of a member, should he pass on. But because
So this is about inheritance. It talks about building a solid pipeline so that if you are not there, and the income should be, your family members should be able to sustain and survive.
Because we live in our own day, a proper and commendable desire. Preceding accomplishment must be desire. Thy desires must be strong and definite. General desires are but weak longings. For a man to wish to be rich is of little purpose. For a man to desire 5 pieces of gold is a tangible desire which he can press to fulfillment. After he has backed his desire for 5 pieces of gold with strength of purpose to secure it, next, he can find similar ways to obtain 10 pieces, and then 20 pieces, and later 1,000 pieces, and behold, he has become wealthy. In learning to secure his one definite small desire, he hath trained himself to secure a larger one. This is the process by which wealth is accumulated, first in small sums, then in larger ones as a man learns and becomes more capable. Desires must be simple and definite. They defeat their own purpose should they be too many, too confusing, or beyond a man's training to accomplish. As a man perfecteth himself in his calling, even so doth his ability to earn increase. In those days when I was a humble scribe carving upon the clay for a few coppers each day, I observed that other workers did more than I and were paid more. Therefore
That
did
is
I
about perfection, in acquiring new skill sets and perfecting your own trade. So adding value to yourself, it talks about that as well. So whatever you are doing, make sure that you learn more so that you earn more.
I do urge for all men who desire wealth. There is more gold in Babylon, my students, than thou dreamest of. Luck that we may discover ways it can be enticed to one. A most interesting subject has been offered, Arcad commented. One most worthy of our discussion. To some men, good luck bespeaks but a chance happening that, like an accident, may befall one without purpose or reason. Others do believe that the instigator of all good fortune.
So talking about the goddess of good luck. Is there anything called good luck? She explains that in detail as well. That you know, so if you wait for good luck to come, so it there is nothing. It will never come. And it also says that when the opportunity comes, and if you do not take on the opportunity or take up the opportunity, then um, you just lost it. So that means you will see, as you live your life, you will see opportunities around. If you do not leverage on those, then it is of no good. So
Common to most men, the love of taking a chance with a small amount of silver in the hope of winning much gold. That
so that's it. Now talks about gambling. A lot of people, they have a desire. It talks about wish and desire before, and a lot of people have the desire that to earn a lot by gambling. Okay, so you put a bit of a money and then you are expecting to earn a lot. He talks about gambling is always designed um, to buy the person who provides the gambling platform for that person's to win. Why? Because that is that person's business. Does it is that is supposed to make that person money. So for if that person in a gambling game, if that person who puts up the game is he is the one who's put it together to help him to make the money. So that means somebody else is losing the money. So who is that person? That's the people who gamble. So that she talks about how risky is that.
Doth remind me of the races but yesterday, called out another listener. If the goddess frequents the gaming tables, certainly she does not overlook the races where the gilded chariots and the foaming horses offer far more excitement. Tell us honestly, Arcad, did she whisper to you to place your bet upon those gray horses from Nineveh yesterday? And value to those who are thus lucky. Among my acquaintances are many of the successful men of Babylon, yet among them I am unable to name a single one who started his success from such a source. You who are gathered here tonight know many more of our substantial citizens. To me, it would be of much interest to learn how many of our successful citizens can credit the gaming tables with their start to success. Suppose each of you tell of those you know. What say you? After a prolonged silence, a wag ventured, "Wouldst thy inquiry include the gamekeepers?" "If you think of no one else," Arcad responded. "If not one of you can think of anyone else, then how about yourselves? Are there any consistent winners with us who hesitate to advise such a source for their incomes?" His challenge was answered by a series of groans from the rear, taken up and spread amid much laughter. "It would seem we are not seeking good luck in such places as the goddess frequents," he continued. "Therefore, let us explore other fields. We have not found it in picking up lost wallets, neither have we found it haunting the gaming tables. As to the races, I must confess to have lost far more coins there than I have ever won. Now, suppose we consider our trades and businesses. Is it not natural, if we conclude a profitable transaction, to consider it not good luck, but a just reward for our efforts? I am in
So it talks about good luck. What is the definition of good luck? It talks about gambling. Sometimes if you win, it's not luck, or a good luck. So it's a very highly risky field you are playing on, and for every win, there is 10 times more chances of you losing as well. So, that's a bit of a good analysis on the gambling part of it as well.
desire to see thou profit from a knowledge of the thoughtless mistakes of thy father. This do I most ardently desire, my father, I replied. Then this do I advise. Do what I should have done at thy age. From thy earnings, keep out 1/10 to put into favorable investments. With this 1/10 of thy earnings, and what it will also earn, thou canst, before thou art my age, accumulate for thyself a valuable estate. Thy words are words of wisdom, my father. Greatly do I desire riches. Yet there are many uses to which my earnings are called. Therefore do I hesitate to do as thou dost advise. I am young. There is plenty of time. So I thought at thy age. Yet behold, many years have passed, and I have not yet made the beginning. We live in a different age, my father.
So these are the excuses he talks about, that a lot of people are different phases of life. So somebody who is who knows the trick, and somebody elderly teaches the kids, and then it talks about the children saying that, okay, I'm too young to do anything, because so these are all excuses. He says that, okay, so that means they never get it done, and then the time passes on, and then you look back and say that, oh, okay, time is lost, and I should have done something before. But time once gone, it's gone. It's never going to come back. So that's kind of it talks about People, few people, they get extremely wealthy when they are young, and those are the people who understand the the principles and the discipline themselves to go ahead and execute their plan or the teachings what they receive.
And taken this step in his early manhood when this opportunity came to him, this day he would be blessed with much more of this world's goods. Should the good luck of our friend the cloth weaver cause him to take such a step at this time, it will indeed be but the beginning of much greater good fortune. Thank you. I like to speak also, a stranger from another country arose. I am a Syrian. Not so well do I speak your tongue.
Okay,
I wish
so
to
this
call
Syrian person, we discussed about him yesterday as well.
elderly farmer who, like ourselves, found himself locked outside. Honored sir, he addressed me, from thy appearance I do judge thee to be a buyer. If this be so, much would I like to sell to thee the most excellent flock of sheep just driven up. Alas, my good wife lies very
So they talk about the story of how they, so you have to take immediate action or take actions when you see the opportunity comes. He talks about that a story when so there was a herd of sheep. So he was looking to buy. This person wanted to buy the horses, and they couldn't find good horses. And then in the night when they were just resting near the palace, um, this man comes and says that, you know I have a herd of sheep and I want to sell it off. And he talks about, he pleads that, okay, I have to go back because my wife is sick, and to take care of her. But this person, I think the buyer, he is very reluctant and was not sure as well whether this is the right person is selling the sheeps. And so he didn't agree the deal because he was willing to sell it quite cheap. And then when the morning, in the morning when the palace door opens and all the people they're rushing out, and then they see the sheeps, and again, the price goes substantially up. Okay, price of the sheeps. And he talks about the thing that if you do not take action right away when you see an opportunity, then opportunity doesn't stay there long, it's gone.
sick with the fever. I must return accomplishments. The tale I did relate is but one of many similar instances I could tell to show how it drove away my opportunities. 'Tis not difficult to conquer once understood. No man willingly permits the thief to rob his bins of grain, nor does any man willingly permit an enemy to drive away his customers and rob him of his profits. When once I did recognize that such acts as these my enemy was committing, with determination I conquered him. So must every man master his own spirit of procrastination before he can expect to share in the rich treasures of Babylon. What sayest, Arcad? Because thou art the richest man in Babylon, many do proclaim thee to be the luckiest. Dost agree with me that no man can arrive at a full measure of success until he hath completely crushed the spirit of procrastination within him? It is even as thou sayest, Arcad admitted. During my long life, I have watched generation following generation, marching forward along those avenues of trade, science, and learning that lead to success in life. Opportunities came to all these men. Some grasped theirs and moved steadily to the gratification of their deepest desires. But the majority hesitated, faltered, and fell behind. Arkad turned to the cloth weaver. Thou didst suggest that we debate good luck. Let us hear what thou now thinkest upon the subject. I do see good luck in a different light. I had thought of it as something most desirable that might happen to a man without effort upon his part. Now I do realize such happenings are not the sort of thing one may attract to himself. From our discussion, have I learned that to attract good luck to oneself, it is necessary to take advantage of opportunities. Therefore, in the future, I shall endeavor to make the best of such opportunities as do come to me. Thou hast well grasped the truths brought forth in our discussion, Arkad replied. Good luck, we do find, often follows opportunity, but seldom comes otherwise. Our merchant friend would have found great good luck had he accepted the opportunity the good goddess did present to him. Our friend the buyer likewise would have enjoyed good luck had he completed the purchase of the flock and sold at such a handsome profit. We did pursue this discussion to find a means by which good luck could be enticed to us. I feel that we have found the way. Both the tales did illustrate how good luck follows opportunity. Herein lies a truth that many similar tales of good luck, won or lost, could not change. The truth is this: good luck can be enticed by accepting opportunity. Those eager to grasp opportunities for their betterment do attract the interest of the good goddess. She is ever anxious to aid those who please her. Men of action please her best. Action will lead thee forward to the successes thou dost desire.
So, so moral of this lesson or the story, what he mentions here is, so good luck comes to those who seize the opportunity and then they take action on it. So that means they just grab the opportunity and then take advantage of it and take actions. And it doesn't come to those, or you can't say it's a good luck when the opportunity comes and you do not take any action. So opportunity with action, makes it a good luck.
Men of action are favored by the goddess of good luck. Chapter 5. The 5 Laws of Gold.
Okay, so the next chapter is Five Laws of Gold. So we will cover that next tomorrow. So yeah, we'll continue our discussion and hope it added value. Thank you all. We will continue with The Richest Man in Babylon. It's an amazing book for all of us to